It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm going to drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as the top star of another promotion. That's right, I think you know who I'm talking about. They could be the next AJ Styles, the next Jade Cargill, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
The CCO just alluded to the fact that we might have a rival promotion star going #1 overall.
Oh, I can't wait for draft night.
Hello there. So nice to finally meet you. I'm Troy Simpkin, seasoned and esteemed WWE producer.
Hey, Troy. Nice to meet you too.
We are so excited for your arrival in WWE. And by the way, I've heard how things are handled where you're coming from, and this is going to be a breath of fresh air. Nothing but professionalism on this side of the fence.
Don't believe everything you read online, but that's good to know. So, what's the plan?
We want your impending debut at the draft to stay top secret. So to keep all the internet sleuths guessing, management thought it would be a good idea for you to compete for another promotion one last time. So, where do you want to go?
I wouldn't mind one more match over in Japan at PWJ. Can you make that happen?
Sure thing! Just don't get injured. And a win would be nice. We'd look like idiots if our big free agent lost before their debut.
Got it. I'll take care of business.
Oh, one more thing. Make sure you look good on draft night.
What are you getting at?
It's just that in the past, WWE superstars had to wear whatever we told them to for their non-ring attire. And as much as I miss those days, that's no longer how it works around here. It's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever you want.
So I can dress how I want to dress? I assumed that was the case, but thanks for confirming.
All right, we better wrap this up before any looky-loos start pulling out their phones. Safe travels, and we'll see you soon.
Hey! It's been a bit. How have you been?
Busy. Good to see you again, Jade. You've been on one hell of a run in WWE. Not that I'm surprised. When we worked together, I always knew you were destined for big things.
I appreciate that. And from what I'm hearing, you might be following in my footsteps.
Maybe. You never know where I'll show up next.
Really? Because I just saw you talking to a WWE producer. But if you don't want to say, I respect that.
Thanks, Jade. See you soon. Maybe.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
And it just got even bigger. It's the hottest free agent in wrestling.
Will they be the #1 pick?
Thanks for taking the time to answer a couple questions before the draft. I know you just got here and must be getting pulled in 100 different directions, so I'll try to make this quick.
No problem.
You too. Well, you've competed all over the world and most recently were a star for a rival company. What personality traits led to your success?
Simple. I'm not afraid of a fight. I pull no punches and I won't back down. I guess you could say I'm the bold and brash type.
I think you'll fit in well around here. What can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected #1 overall tonight?
I don't have time for internet gossip. All that matters to me is what happens when the bell rings. If I go #1, that just means there's a bigger target on my back. But I live for that sort of thing. So just bring it.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
You feeling okay? I know it's tough. New surroundings, big expectations, especially with everything lined up tonight.
I'm ready, but I'm actually a little disappointed it's just a draft, and I don't get to punch someone in the face.
Hey, it's WWE. You never know. I've got to get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Is this how things are handled over here in WWE? Maybe I would have been better off staying where I was.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
I'm focused on kicking someone's ass. Don't care who it is.
Perfect. I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy. But I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Hey, you all right? I'm okay. I know we didn't cross paths too much at our former workplace, but it's good to see a friendly face here. Anyway, it's wrestling. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
I'm sure that our newest superstar and #1 draft pick is thrilled to get into the ring and put the events of last week's draft behind him.
If a fraction of the hype is real, the attack of the draft will soon be nothing but a speed bump in what will likely be a long and fruitful WWE career.
A career that should start with flattening Adrian Buck, who drew the short straw to end up as sacrificial roadkill.
Oh, man, right across the chest.
Collar and elbow tie-up. Driving their legs, putting their opponent into a tight corner.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, God, what a shot to the face. Snatched up from the canvas into a spine buster. Impressive.
And Buck took a battering there.
No cause for concern on his part. It's still early.
Relentless. Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught.
Placing him in the corner.
Back and forth, counter after counter. Oh, my God. You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win. Clear the deck.
He's headed up high.
Looking to finish it off. Swanton bomb.
Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault. And frustration might be starting to set in.
Slips away just in time.
Stationary position, turns around.
Well,
Moonsault.
incredible agility. This could do it.
And he doesn't let the pin last long at all.
Wow. Roundhouse kick. Back and forth we go.
Return fire on Adrian.
Slugging away with everything they've got.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Oof.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Listen to the impact. Snapmare driver. Cover. We have a cover. 2.
No, stops the count at 2.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this match.
How are they going to hear after this match?
And he just hammered away with the rights.
Now this is just a ruthless attack.
Oh, such aggression.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
Followed by the enziguri.
Adrian looking helpless.
Check this out. What a DDT. this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good, I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we gonna do with him? We're going to get some answers, and we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
You better start explaining real fast before I beat the truth out of you.
The new era has arrived.
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
Who is them? Your goons? The family?
Lardan.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Well, looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or someone else behind the scenes, there's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo. Draw a Falcon Arrow. Look at this, just stomp after stomp after stomp. Each of those boots seem to get heavier with each blow. Headlock applied, and look at these punches to the ear. Ouch.
Every strike more devastating than the last.
D'Angelo 1 step ahead.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Evasive maneuvering there.
Keeping in close quarters, and look at these lefts.
Relentless.
I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Cold breaker from the middle rope. There was no respect for D'Angelo with that move.
Nothing unexpected. He knows he has a huge challenge in front of him.
Countering that offense.
Find some payback with their own reversal. Got him in the corner now.
Sending their opponent across the ring.
Corner shotgun drop kick.
Look at this.
Barrel roll tope, what? Took a massive risk, but it might have paid off.
Not a good spot to be in.
The fireman's carry.
Fireman carry just tossed him into the post. D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled.
Oh, ouch.
Over the top rope.
In followed by the lariat. Stiff kick. Has them up. Nice waist lock takedown. Holding on. How about another? Ouch. Establishing complete control. That move had the amount of force akin to a natural disaster.
Scoop exploder. Got him on that turnbuckle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, from the top. Planted.
All the way to the top. What on earth?
Check this out. What a DDT. Good night. D'Angelo down, and he might be out.
Shoulders down. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO are part of this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H?
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bailey and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from a rival promotion.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We grew up together. When you know someone for that long, there's a trust that's been built up for years.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Isn't fighting a rebellious mutiny exactly what lifelong best friends are for?
I thought they were more for exchanging birthday cards and the occasional random text. But maybe we could branch out.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
We are going to kick some Mutiny ass.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this, wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay. We go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's do it.
You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down. We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simpkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny. You one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simpkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
All right, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take-no-prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simpkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward.
But I guarantee they're going to take
Great umbrage with that offense. Goes into the corner.
hooked up in the corner. Exploder suplex. Driven down face first. Big slam.
And I can assure you that wasn't part of Zelina's usual cold and calculating strategy.
Nothing she hasn't faced before. She should be fine.
Might take her head clean off her shoulders.
And Zelina finding herself on the defensive.
Yeah, some flaws in Zelina's game plan are being exposed.
Return fire from Zelina. Oh, the elbow connects. Misses the target.
Gets herself out of harm's way.
Oh, my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent.
Turning the tables.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Maneuvers out of the way. Up for the electric chair, down for the drop.
And she's really on the back foot now.
So much energy is focused on keeping her down now.
Shin breaker. And she's only taking more damage at this stage.
Another reminder that the longer this match goes on, the harder things are going to get.
Oh, man, thrown with such force. The whole ring is rattling. Drives a foot into the...
Here we go. Time to work out some aggression.
Ooh. So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
WWE Universe appreciating these acts going all out. She's got something in mind here.
Launch out to the outside.
Absolutely reckless abandon, and it paid off.
Adrenaline's at a peak right now.
Oh, colliding with a barricade. Oh, there's the old boot. Oh, that hurts. Queen Zelina is in a distressing spot.
Not looking good for Zelina here.
Oh, reverse back elbow.
So precise.
Zelina gets out of harm's way.
But a counter power slam.
Finally, she's able to interrupt these attacks for a moment.
She's showing some signs of life here.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. And goes back into the ring here.
Oh, good night.
Sorry.
She's being unrelenting in her offense.
She's looking absolutely unstoppable right now.
From behind, chop block. She's finally able to slow all that incoming offense.
Proving she's not going to take things lying down. We've arrived. It's about time for the bitter end.
And cover now for the match. There's two, and she fights it off.
So close. That could have been it.
And she quickly turned that. Oh, skull. Shoulders down here. The rope's coming to her rescue there.
Looking to cinch in the Dragon Sleeper. It's applied, hands locked in the rear. Not a position you want to...
Looking for a counter and figures a way out of the submission. Caught in a bad spot.
There's a good sleep.
Is that enough to take out Zelina Vega?
Turning it into a pin for the win.
Near fall. You have to wonder, what more does she have left?
We have reached a whole other level here.
Big maneuver, executed perfectly, but still was not enough. Debilitating attack on the leg. I think she just really felt that one. Turns that back on Zelina. Caught with the elbow. Queen Zelina is in it. Setting up their opponent.
Double stomp to the back of the neck.
This is all but over.
That might have put it away. Two. And she wins. That is a huge victory.
Here is your winner, Bailey.
What a debut. She not only showed off the fearless, relentless approach we'd heard about, but also secured a huge win.
can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy? Disclose it. Now.
Okay. Fine.
Another successful Unity title defense for Alexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw and SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard down, and now they're paying the price.
I still can't figure out how they found us. Do you think my phone might have been hacked? And if so, do you think Mutiny would hold that against me?
Neckbreaker! He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
The steel chair. Never as innocent as...
No way!
Barrel roll tope!
Throwing all caution to the wind and leaping to the outside.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Throws her back in from ringside.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Brutal boot.
Struggling to find a base. Time could very well be running out. Setting up for something here.
Alexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We've known each other since we were kids.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Lexis King and J.C. Jane have successfully defended their Unity titles multiple times. You can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift-wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations. Tonight, they face a real challenge.
We will see. These two new allies have a history, but the big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware?
A knee right to the face.
Boom!
Across the top rope, all the way to the floor.
Spine buster. Now a big swing of momentum against King.
Lexis unable to use his wide arsenal here.
Hammer it away.
The champ just striking at will. Merciless display towards the challenger.
And that attack was enough to shake up Lexis.
And hopefully he can get out of harm's way for a second and let his partner carry the load.
Coming in off the tag.
Vaulting plancha, incredible. Risking it all and able to connect like a homing missile.
Boom.
What are we gonna see here?
Hung up on the second rope. Neck breaker. Time for him to get back in the ring.
No one wants a count out here. Golly, that sounded rough. Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexis King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who's wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on J.C. Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down on to J.C. Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win their Unity titles. Well done.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job back.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any Mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?